Hey guys, it's Mr. Selby here. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of geometry here. Yeah, this is the first lesson, lesson 1.1. I'm gonna go through it and do the best that I can. So if you have any questions, please come to office hours. You can message me on Schoology. You can email me. You can do whatever you need to do to get in contact with me. So yeah, just we'll go through this really quick. So the unit, this is chapter 1, section 1, 1.1, and today we're going to be learning about points, lines, and planes. I do not think we're going to be able to get through all of section 1 today, but I'll try and get through as much of it as we can. There will be an assignment posted for you to kind of give you a little bit of extra work on some of these things. All right. Please make sure you get the assignment done. And again, if you have any questions, hit me on Zoom, email me, Schoology message me, give the school a phone call and say, you need to talk to Mr. Selby. You know, they'll probably tell you he's not here, but, I might be there. So I'm actually at the school right now. So just do whatever you can to get in contact. All right. Let's get started. All right. So today we're going to identify and model points, lines, and planes. We're going to identify intersecting lines and planes. All right. So new vocabulary. So typically with vocabulary, you define it. It's kind of funny then. The first vocabulary word of the class is undefined term. All right. Can't be defined. Point, which is an undefined term, but we're going to try and define it. Line, plane, collinear, coplanar. Intersecting line. That's intersection. Definition, defined term, space. All right, so here are undefined terms, okay? And these are super important. I seriously recommend that you copy this down. What I would really recommend is that you copy this down, but not only do that, but take a picture, okay? Because you copy it down on a piece of paper, you might lose a piece of paper, right? You take a picture of it, you're not going to lose it on your phone. I mean, it's on your phone. You know what I mean? You have your phone pretty much with you wherever. All right, but you won't be able to use your phone with you wherever. So that's why it's good to also have a copy of it, like copy down on a piece of paper. So that's why I always say copy down and take a picture. Do both. Be double safe. All right. So a point is a location that has neither shape nor size. Okay. So right here you can see this is point A. All right. It's literally signified by that's the point right there, and it's literally got a capital A. All right, a capital letter pretty much makes up a point. So that's point A. It's literally just a point. It's just a location. All right, like it doesn't have any shape, doesn't have any size. Like you can't say it's like an inch big or a millimeter big because it's a point. It's just there. So infinitely small. A line is made up of points and has no thickness or width. There's exactly one line through any 2 points. All right. So you guys should know what a line is, but a line goes. These arrows signify that it goes on forever. All right. So a line is something that never ends. Okay, it goes. So this arrow right here signifies that it goes all the way over here forever, and this goes all the way over here forever. All right, just into infinity. All right. So this line could be called line M. Whenever you see like a cursive lowercase like that, in like script, as it's called, a lowercase script letter, like letter M next to the line, that means it is line M. Okay, you could call it line M, but you can also call it by letters that are on the line, like points. So as you can see, point P and point Q are both on this line, right? So you could call it line PQ, or you could call it line QP. It doesn't matter. Either one's good. And as you can see on here, they call it line PQ, and then they also, or PQ, and they also have a PQ with a line over top, and that signifies that it is a line. All right. Same thing with this, line QP or QP with a line over top. All right. So a plane is a flat surface made up of points that extends infinitely in all directions. There's exactly one plane through any 3 points, not on the same line. All right. So a capital letter, a capital script letter, or by the letters naming 3 points that are not all on the same plane. All right. So as you can see, this plane could be called plane K. All right. This little like parallelogram right here is actually that signifies a plane. There's a lot of different planes all around us. I mean, not talking like airplanes, just planes in general. Like the floor is a plane. Okay. Um, well, on the classroom floor, you might remember that there's like boxes, like little squares that are all over it. Those are all on the same plane. Okay. These points, there are 3 points on here. There's C, D, B. All right. And they are all plane. And you can name a plane by naming 3 points on here. So you could call this plane CDB, or you could call it BCD, or you could call it DBC, or even DCB, or BCD, DCB. Yeah, you could call it. There's like a whole bunch of different names. They're all down here. There's 7 different ways to name this. Okay, so you can always name a plane by 3 points or by the script letter inside of it. Okay. All right. Now this is super duper confusing. Okay. So what I would recommend is if you do not understand this, reach out. Like, Mr. Selby, I had no idea what you were saying in the video. Help me out. Do it on Zoom. All right, that's the best way. I can do my best to try and explain it. Okay, but it is like these are like almost imaginary. You know what I mean? So let's keep going. Might help if we go through some example problems. So use the figure to name a line containing point K. So let's find point K. Okay, we've got it right here. So let's use the figure to name a line containing point K. There's only one line in the figure, right? So it's got to be this line. And it has point K in it. You know, like the line literally goes through point K. So we know this is the line. Now we got to name it, okay? There's a bunch of different ways to name this line. So number one, you can see the script lowercase letter next to the line, meaning that it could be called line A. All right? Not only line A, but it could also be called any line, any 2 points that are in here. So you could call it line JK. All right? You could also call it line KL. Or you could call it line JL. Or you could call it KJ or KL or LJ. You know, a lot of different ways to name this line right here. Okay, any of those lines would work. Yeah, so as you can see, line can be named any of those things that we just named. All right, let's see if we can keep it going. All right, use the figure to name a plane containing point L. All right, same thing. Literally, it's the same shape. Same. See, it's like the same plane. Oops. So we know it's this line. Oh, but it's a plane. Yeah. So we know it's this plane. All right, it's point L. So remember, you can call the plane anything with 3 letters, 3 points on it, or you can call it whatever the script letter is. And so as you can see, we've got the script letter in the corner. Capital script letter means that this signifies what the plane is. So this is plane B. Also call it like KLM, JLM, a lot of different names for this one. All right. Plane can be named as any plane B, or you can use the letters of any 3 non-collinear points to name the plane. All right. So there's a critical word in there. Whoops. Called non-collinear. All right. And to explain what that means, you first have to know what collinear means. So collinear has there's a way to figure it out, in that collinear means there are points that are on the same line. Co meaning together, like co-workers, you work together. Collinear, linear means line. Okay, so collinear means together on the same line. So J, K, L are all on the same line. They are collinear. All right, J, M, L are not collinear because M isn't on the same line as them. You know what I mean? Like, you can't draw a line, like a straight line that connects J, L, and M all together. Therefore, they're non-collinear. It's the same thing with KLM. You know, like, or JKM. You know, like, you just can't do it. It's impossible. So they're not collinear. And when things are not collinear, it's called non-collinear. Okay, they're not on the same line. JKL are all collinear. So if you drew another line in here, you could make L and M collinear. K and M could be collinear. J and M could be collinear. But when you name 3 points, it can be non-collinear. All right. Letters of each of these names can be reordered to create other acceptable names for this plane. For example, JKM can also be written JMK, MKJ, KJM, KMJ, and MJK. There are 15 different 3-letter names for this plane. Wow, that is a lot. So when we have quizzes and tests and everything, if you write down one of the 15 combinations, it will be correct. So there's like 15 ways to get it correct. You know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of different ways to get these right. All right, cool. So right now, you guys have a shot where what I want you to do is I want you guys to pause this video. I'm going to stop talking for about 5 seconds. I want you guys to pause this video and see if you can solve this problem without any help, okay? See if you can solve it, and then unpause the video, and I'm going to start talking and explain how to do it, okay? All right, so that was 5 seconds. Hopefully you paused the video and were able to figure it out. If not, pause it now and try and figure it out, but I'm going to go ahead and explain how to solve it, okay? So the question says, use the figure to name a line containing the point X, all right? So name a line containing the point X. So here is the line, okay? So remember, there's 2 ways to name a line here. You can name the line with a lowercase letter written in script, okay? Like C down here, okay? Or you could use 2 points in the line. So like X and Q, Q and Y, Y and X. All right. So can we do line X? No, that wouldn't work. Okay, because it's only one letter, right? Could we do line C? Yeah, that works because as you can see, it's a lowercase script letter next to the line. Okay, so it looks like B could be our correct answer. Let's just double check and check the rest of them. Line Z, there's not even a line around Z, so that's not right. YZ, there's no line from Y to Z, so we know that one's incorrect as well. So it's got to be B. Booyah! All right. All right. Use the figure to name a point containing point Z. All right. So we're looking for a plane here. What I need you guys to do is pause the video for 5 seconds. See if you can go ahead and solve this, and go ahead and unpause the video after you figure it out. I'm going to stop talking for 5 seconds. Go ahead, pause it, try and figure it out, and then unpause it. All right. Hopefully you were able to figure it out. Use the figure to name a plane containing point Z. So remember, when you name a plane, you can either name it what it's with a large capital script letter is on the plane, and for that one would be like plane P, okay? Or you could do 3 points that are non-collinear, okay? So let's look. Can we call it plane XY? No, that's only 2, okay? Can we call it plane C? No, C is lowercase, okay? So that means it signifies the line, not the plane. Could we call it plane XQY? That is 3 points. They are all in the plane. Unfortunately, they are all on the same line, okay? They have to be non-collinear to be named that, all right? So looks like it has to be plane P because it's a uppercase letter signifying the entire plane. All right. All right, real world example 2. All right, name the geometric shape modeled by a 10 by 12 patio. Patio models the plane. All right, how does it model a plane? All right, because remember, patio is flat. All right, so it's going to be a plane. Like it's not a line. It's definitely not a point. Okay, a 10 by 12 patio is like a 10-foot by 12-foot patio. And it's going to be flat, and you can have any number of lines or points on that plane. All right. Name the geometric shape modeled by a button on a table. Okay. A button on a table is a point. All right. So that is a point. All right. All right. So this one, try and do on your own. Okay. I'm going to give you guys about 5 seconds to pause the video and try and figure it out. Name the geometric shape modeled by a color dot on a map used to mark the location of a city. All right. So it's a colored dot. And anytime you see dot, you got to know it's a point. All right. Just signifying one small part It's not a line. You know, cities are not lines, and it's not a plane, right? Because a plane is flat. So the map itself, you could call a plane. All right. Name the geometric shape modeled by the ceiling of your classroom. I know you guys aren't in the classroom right now, but take a second and think about what is the ceiling of the classroom? Is it a point, line segment, or plane? All right, hopefully you figured out that it is indeed a plane. All right. And that is all we're going to do for today, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed the first lesson of the geometry school year. All right. Remember, if you did not understand any of it, okay, any part of this, if you did not understand it, please reach out to me so that way I can help, because we're just going to build on this. We're going to use lines, points, and planes all the way until the end of the year. And I can help you. I really can, but I got to know that you need help. All right. So really, if you're having trouble, let me know and I can help. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed the lesson. I enjoyed making it. Hopefully you enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed making it. And again, feel free to rewatch this video as many times as you need to. All right. That's what it's there for. Rewatch. And remember, if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. I hope everybody's doing well, staying happy, healthy, and hydrated. And I will talk to you guys later. Oops.